Chiefs visiting the Chargers. Chiefs are field goal favorites on the road. The line has already moved from 1-3. Is this one you already bet?
Oh, yeah. Search around. I think FanDuel is up to 3.5 at this point for this line with this Chargers team. Everyone and their grandma's going to be betting the Chiefs. We will happily take this number. We'll most likely take the under as well. As soon as it hit 4 in multiple books, I bet it. Drove out to Philly. I had my runner in AC, hit a couple books. We'll see. I might take a little road trip if I can't get enough money down to Maryland or something to get more money on this game because I just love that number at +4. This Chargers team matches up very well with this Chiefs defense and offense. The biggest thing I'm waiting on right now is what's going on with COVID. All these teams are having COVID issues. This is like a theme you'll see this week. I'm not going to be getting as much money down as I usually do because early on in the week, because of COVID stuff, we've seen the NBA, huge spike right now of COVID cases. NFL had their biggest weekend of COVID cases the entire season. It's only getting worse. Like we already have the Browns having an outbreak this morning and a couple other teams. So between these different outbreaks and how we know this new variant is a super spreader, I'm just not going to be betting a ton early in the week like I usually do. So unless you have the money to buy that positions, I wouldn't either. I'd keep doing what the public usually does, which is wait Saturday night, Sunday morning, make your bets. Too much going on with COVID. So in this matchup, we might have Keenan Allen out. That's a huge deal for this Chargers team. We might have Slater out, which is arguably their best offensive lineman. He's a rookie this year, but he's been incredible for that team. If you haven't noticed, this Chiefs defense, they've had a huge upgrade. It was when they brought in Melvin Ingram, which is a guy who used to play for this Chargers team. So it is a little scary. You have a couple of revenge spots for this guys on this Chiefs team, but a divisional matchup, like you said, if this line was still 3, maybe I'd be thinking about taking the Chiefs here. That's a fair number of the Chiefs. Now it's up to +4, +3.5. That's when you come in heavy on this Chargers team. So I do like this number a lot.
You gave me all the reasons why I should bet the Chiefs. And the only reason we're betting the Chargers is because of the number.
No, there's more to it. I mean, I thought I broke it down. This is a good matchup for this Chargers offense and defense against this Chiefs team.
That's all you said. You said it's a good matchup. Then you're like, watch out for COVID. And by the way, the Chiefs defense has improved. Keenan Allen might be out. Slater might be out. So
that's fair.
Confidence.
No, that's fair. I just want to give the people a little bit of warning is why this line might be moving the way it is because of those injuries.
Listen, do not fucking couch your answer. You're on the Chargers. Be on the Chargers. Give me the matchup breakdown.
I just did. You weren't listening. I mean, you want numbers and shit? We're not a number podcast. Any nerd can go online and look up DVOA, which I've told you a million times is the most useless stat ever because it's literally built by who you play against. If you play in the shitty AFC East, yeah, you're going to have great DVOA. You're playing against the Jets, Miami, the Bills, New England. They're not that great a team. Same with goes with the NFC East. You're beating up on bad teams. That's why you have good DVOA. So number-wise, yeah, everything's going to skew towards this Chiefs team. They're better on paper. They're better on matchup-wise. But to me, when I look up these matchups, I see a Chargers team that when they played against this Chiefs team, they did the perfect defensive scheme, and every team has copied that since then. And the only team the Chiefs have beat up on is Oakland. Every other team they can't put up more than 20 points against. Oakland, yeah, they dominate them. That's the biggest thing here is you're getting a Chiefs team that coming off a huge win, a dominating win, playing against a Chargers team that most people have lost money on. They've been burned by this Chargers team. So I don't know if you want to look at numbers and matchup wise.
Listen,
most basic thing is you're getting 4+4 in a divisional matchup with a home dog.
Listen, don't get mad at me because I ask a challenging follow-up question. I don't give a fuck if the matchup is about DVOA.
That wasn't a challenging question.
The answer you just gave was the answer I was looking for. Instead, you decided to get mad at me because I was like asking you to give me the actual answer.
I've never gotten mad at you. I love that you think I'm getting mad if I raise my voice. That's just me letting you know, take the +4.
This is the kind of questioning that our hypercritical 5-star feedback review cycle deserves.
This is the kind of thing you get annoyed about because it was like last week. You were like, well, why don't you take Arizona? They're down to +1.5 or -1.5. And it's like, Chad, I'm not doing it. I'm not telling you what I take the other side. Just take the dog, bastard.
You know what? By the way, speaking of feedback, all this is going to come up in our review cycle.